Check, 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 check. Let me get a little music. Let me get a little music. Hey, hey, hey. Let's get a little music before we get busy. Breezy. Y'all know I got to get my song. You better cancel that party. Here we go. All right. Here we go. Here we go. All right. I had to get me a little Chris Brown, a little Sierra. This is how we roll. Welcome, welcome, welcome to another episode. This might be my last episode, probably till Christmas. For those of you who celebrate Christmas, have a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy Hanukkah, happy all of the holidays that escape my mind right now. I just wish all of you, whatever you celebrate, I wish you the best and wish you a happy season at it, whatever that might be. I just wish you joy and gratitude for this life you have been given. All right. All right. All right. All right. So tonight I got something good. Ooh, okay. Tonight, trigger warning. Tonight, get your friends, get your sisters, get your girlfriends, and dudes too. Tonight's conversation is why he sends mixed signals. Why he sends mixed signals. Thank you so much. He said, I really appreciate what you're doing. Has helped me grow as an individual in my relationship. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. All right. So tonight we're going to talk about why he sends you mixed signals. Have you ever been in a relationship or you started a budding relationship and it was going good for a while? It was going good for a while, and all of a sudden, he was in and he was calling you. He was texting you. He was love bombing you. And all of a sudden, it all stopped. And you're like, whoa, 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 what happened? What happened? And then you're not sure what to do. Should you start calling? Should you find out what happened? Should what happened? Then one day he calls, then he doesn't call, and you don't know what happened. Well, the doctor, aka Coach Ken. Oh, y'all, I gotta tell y'all something. Hang with me to the end. Till the end, and I got a surprise for y'all. I just saw the closer get on. What's up, Sheila? Good to see you, hon. I call her the closer girl because she is dynamic and one of the best sales people I know. She's just that good, y'all. All right. So we're going to talk about it. But before we talk, about why he sends mixed signals. Then I'm going to tell you what to do when he sends mixed signals. So a lot of people might tell you why something happens, but they don't tell you what to do once it happens. But I am. So what I want y'all to do, invite your friends, family, share the videos, share this on your lives, because somebody is going to avoid heartbreak by listening to what I have to say tonight. But before we get into that, y'all, I want to know, number one, what's your name and where you're calling from? On TikTok, as usual, give me some likes. I got to get up to 10,000 likes tonight, because you know when you give me likes, they invite other people. Instagram, give me some hearts. Facebook and YouTube, invite people. Yeah, that's what you do. All right, y'all. I got to tell y'all another thing. Starting next month, my wife and I are going to start doing a podcast. And we're going to do it on YouTube. Just on YouTube. So I'm going to promote it on the other ones. But you got to come over to YouTube to get it. Yo, we're going to be talking about some serious. Y'all ain't never heard my wife. My wife's a comedian. We used to do a podcast that got really popular until her father passed. But she ready to come back now. And so I'm redoing one of our rooms in the house, turning it into a podcast room. I'm glad to have her back, because we're gonna be talking shit. I mean, it's gonna be crazy. But till we get back, I can't wait till she get old. She done already gave me the go ahead. Y'all, we're gonna be talking about real deep stuff. But she gonna add her comedy flavor to it. And y'all know Coach gonna be Coach and do what we do. But anyway, let me hear where you are. I got the Meetsy. Is that Michi or Misi from Greensboro in the building? Tia from Baltimore in the building. Martha from Winston-Salem in the building. I got the closer, a.k.a. Sheila Woodward in the building. All right, yo, we got Jeannie Jones from Huntsville, Alabama in the building. We got Manu from London in the building. Welcome. And Jeezy, my girl, and Gail from the borough in the building. Ready to do it tonight? We're ready to do it tonight. All right. A.T. Alien Kelly in the building. Yeah. Yo, this gonna be lit up tonight. Tonight is gonna be lit up, and I am going to tell you why he sends mixed signals. One day he's interested, the next day he's not. What should you do? Yo, we're gonna be lit up tonight. So I want to make sure that everybody gets in. Invite your friends, family, and y'all. And you know, as always, I am going to tell you the truth. A lot of people don't always agree with what I say, but that's okay. I got people that love me already. I got 1.1 million followers, 1.2 now. Somebody like me, but I really don't care if none of y'all like me. I like me. But I'm glad that y'all like me. Paula from Nigeria in the building. Kimberly from Phoenix in the building. Jamie from Baltimore in the building. Oh, we got a crowd tonight in the building. All right. So, Sheila, closer. Can we talk tomorrow? I just want to tell you something. Would you, can you tell me what your schedule is? Let's talk tomorrow, because I want to give you an update. All right, DW. Okay, so let's get busy. Y'all, I'm going to take my time tonight. I ain't in no hurry, but I'm going to take my time tonight. So one of my clients, as always, I give you stories, real stories from clients that I actually have. So one of my clients, she came to me and she said, Coach, she said, you know, this guy that I was dating, I thought things were going well. And she said, you know, we went out a couple of times, and at first he was love bombing me. He was telling me, hey, beautiful, giving me that morning text. And then he would call me before nightfall, and we would spend time talking, but most of it was via texting. It was not pretty much, a lot of it was not on the phone. It was via texting. And I started to dig him. I started to like him. But all of a sudden, he pulled back. I wasn't getting that morning text. And then, now But the thing is, she said, I was confused because I would call him and he would return my call. I would text him, he would text me back. But he was not initiating the conversation like he once was, okay? Somebody said, let's start. It's late here. I don't know where you at, but look, I'm getting started now. I love it. I love it. All right. And so I said, so it seems like he's sending mixed signals and you don't know what to make of it. She said, yeah, that's about right. I said, she said, so what should I do? I said, okay, I'm going to tell you what you should do. And so does that sound like anybody who maybe he's sending you mixed signals like he wants to be with you? He's maybe he told you he's thought about marriage with you, or he wants to have a family, but he's not consistent, or he's not calling you that much, and you're not, but he's talking about what he wants in the future maybe, but he's not following through. How many of you has that ever happened to? Raise your hand. Put one in the chat. Put one in the chat if that has ever happened to you, if a guy has sent you mixed signals. Tonight, I'm going to talk about the guys, and tomorrow I might talk about Noel. I may talk about ladies, but tonight it's all about them. Now, and so I want to do this because she was really confused, and I wanted to show her. I said, okay, because I didn't want her to get hurt, and she was one of my students, and so I explained to her how to collect data. How do you collect data? How do you find out if a person is really into you? How do you know? And so I begin to teach her, because she's one of my students, I teach her a little differently than most people. All right, I'm going to give y'all the highlights tonight. But when we go in, I don't want you to give up, boss lady. She says, I'm so lonely, I need if you want to find someone, which I will tell you that this particular person is not new, but I've had other clients who've gone through this and I've helped them navigate this, and now they're in relationships because they followed the advice. Now I'm going to tell y'all something. A lot of people, I tell y'all what to do. I tell my clients what to do. Now, they don't want to follow my advice because they want to do it their own way. They've been doing it their way for a long time, and so they figure their way works. But I always say, like Dr. Phil says, how's that working for you? How's that working out for you? And then they say, well, it's not working very good. I said, when you're ready to stop doing the shit your way and you want to do what works, then call me back. Then call me back, and then I have a regimen for them. Everybody I have a discovery coaching session with, I explain to them what I assess their issues are. And a lot of people don't want to accept it. They won't accept that it is their attachment style based on, the way they were raised. They won't accept that. Or I tell them what's going on in the relationship, but they don't want to accept it. But then I say, when you get tired of being tired, call me and I'll help you. So I'm going to give y'all the highlights of what I did for this client who did not want to do it my way, but down she came back. So y'all, coach is right 98.3% of the time. I'm just going to say it. Now, some of y'all who watch me think that I'm fairly arrogant. And okay, how about that? My wife even says it. All right. You know what? I say it's confidence, but some people might call it arrogance because I know what the hell I'm talking about. I know I put people in relationships. I've helped people stay in relationships. I'm damn good at this. Now, how about that? All right. Now, so when I tell you something, you better take it to the bank. All right. Book it because I know what the hell I'm talking about. Let's get busy. The reason why he gives you mixed signals. Okay. I'm going to give you 5 reasons why a man gives you mixed signals. Then I'm going to tell you what to do. All right. Number 1, y'all, I don't be playing. I write this up. I don't get this from the internet. I get this from clients. Y'all see that there? Why he sends mixed signals? Number 1, he wants you, but he doesn't think you're the one for him. Okay. Ooh, he wants you, but he doesn't think you're the one for him. Now, what does that mean? That simply means that he's interested in you. That simply means that he has either minimal interest in you, he has some kind of attraction to you. That means that there is something about you that he likes, but he doesn't believe you're the one for him. So what he does is, because there are things about you he has an affinity towards, he wants to keep you around. Maybe he likes you as a companion. Okay, maybe he likes you because you give him sex. Maybe he likes you because you do things for him, but he doesn't believe you're the one. And the question is, how do you know that he doesn't believe that? Here's one surefire way to know that. It's because, remember this, don't ever forget this. This was my first video that went viral. I said, when a man says he doesn't have enough time, okay, what he's really saying is that, because what he really saying is that, first of all, understand this, a man trades his time for the things that he values. If he's not trading his time for you, he does not value you like that. Okay? And then I took it a step further. I said, if a man doesn't trade his time, his talents, his money, or his resources for you, he does not value you like that. Okay? And so people say, well, coach, he giving me some time. Well, I said, well, wait a minute now. And then first off, let me tell you what men, when that video went viral, men would say, I'm out here making money. I'm out here doing this. I ain't got time for all that. I get it. And you know what I said? I didn't say that you give all your time to her. What I said was, the time that you have left, the time that is allocated for you, not when you're not working, that time, how much of that time do you give her? Now, then they couldn't say nothing. I said, because that is the determination of the value that you possess in my life. Hell, I work all the time. Y'all, I'm coaching. I'm doing these at night. But the time that I have free, I allocate it for my wife. Okay, I make time for the things that I value. I trade my time. Let me go a step further. The reason why you need to understand that this is important is this. I'm going to go deep. You see, time is the one commodity that I cannot get back. And so when I trade a piece of my time for it, I'm trading a piece of my life to you. So when I go to work, the reason why people get mad when you mess up their money is because they traded a piece of their life to get that money, right? And so what happens is, if I have to give you a piece of my life, the piece of the time that I cannot get back, the piece of me that I cannot get back, it's got to be valuable, the thing that I'm trading it for. Ooh. And see, if I'm not willing to trade that for you, then I don't view you as that valuable. You see, so don't get it twisted. He might like you. He might have an affinity for some part of you. He might be even attracted to you, but he doesn't see you as the one. Because when a man is sending you mixed signals, he's not consistent with it. What happens is that I don't see you like that. I don't see you in that light. That's number one. Number two, the reason why he sends mixed signals. All right. He wants to keep you around because he doesn't want anyone else to have you. Now, this is born out of selfishness. I get it, but I'm just telling you. Now, you ever notice, you ever been with a man? You ever been with a guy? Then the dude, he wants to have you. He wants to keep you in his stable. It's almost like a dog peeing on a tree. I'm not calling any of y'all dogs. I'm just talking about what animals do. He's marking his territory. You ever notice how, if you ever want to move outside of that realm and you say, I'm dating other people, that is the reason why if I were your coach, I would tell you to date multiple people without sex. But when you date multiple people, because you're trying to find out who is in alignment with you. And so when you do that, he wants to keep you around because he doesn't want anyone else to have you. Now, you ever watch a man, and even if you the side chick, And he got a main woman. But if you start messing with another dude, he gonna act like you just stole from him. You took his world. You did everything because you seeing somebody else doing the very shit that he's doing. All right? Because what happens is this. He wants to keep you around, but he doesn't want anybody else to have you. So what he does is he'll send you mixed signals. Oh, baby, you know I love you. You know I want to be with you. You know I want to do this. And then he's going to go home to his lady. All right? I'm going to tell y'all something. Every man ain't cheap. All right? That's not true. Every man ain't cheap. But every man don't want to be with you. And so what happens is a man will show you what he wants by his actions. I always tell people, don't listen to what he says. Listen to what he does. Listen to what he does. Okay? Because if he's sending you mixed signals, what he's really saying is that I am unsure, I am uncertain about you. Wow. Ooh-wee. I am uncertain about you. And so what happens is that you hold on. And so when you hold on, you think that you can change his mind. I am going to tell you something that will change your life. You see, men inherently do something that women don't do. And you want to know what that is what men, they don't know what they're doing, but a man is truly collecting data about you. Every interaction is an interaction where he's collecting data. I teach women to do the same thing. The problem with women doing it is they rely too much on the way they feel at any given moment. How is he making me feel? That is the reason why they get subjected to love bombing. That is the reason why when he's sending the texts to you. That is the reason why when he says, "Oh, sugar, how you doing? Oh, I miss you, baby. Oh, I hope you have a great day at work." And so when he begins to love bombing you, as I say, these hormones, the oxytocin hormone, the dopamine, and also the serotonin is released inside of you, and you begin to create an illusion. Now, what it does is it taps into the limbic part of your brain. And when it taps into the limbic part of your brain, all of a sudden, it creates an illusion. You begin to think that the relationship is something that it's not. And so I tell people, don't, and when that happens, it overrides the neocortex. And then you begin making emotional decisions and you disregard the logical things that you see. That is the reason why many people that I coach, I'm like, you don't notice that he doesn't call you after 10 o'clock at night? You don't notice that? You know why you don't notice it? It's because you bypass the neocortex, because your neocortex would have identified trends, patterns, and it would have said, wait a minute. The pattern is, you ever notice that at 9:45 every night you don't talk to him? You would have noticed that. And so that is again, one of the reasons. Number 3. The third reason I'm just getting crunk, y'all. I'm just getting started. Number 3, the third reason why he sends mixed signals is he wants the benefits of the relationship without the accountability of the relationship. Oh, shit. Let's get busy. See, he wants the benefits of the relationship. I want the pussy the relationship gives me. I want you come over, massage me. I want you to clean up for me, pick up my kids, help me raise my kids. The benefits of the relationship without the accountability of it. You see, as a married man, I get the benefits of having a wife, but I also have an accountability. I got to pay this mortgage. Okay, make sure my wife's car got air in the tire. I had the tire in the air running out because of the cold weather. I took my ass up there. It was cold as hell the other day, and I filled all those tires up. I took it to the place. I said, look at these tires, making sure they're good. Brand new set from Costco, not too long ago in the summer. I want to make sure they're good. I am accountable for the relationship. I am responsible for my wife. That means responsible. Responsibility means my ability to respond. When you are responsible, it's your ability to respond. Now, I'm accountable for that response. Accountability means I have to take accountability for that. All right, now, what a man says when he sending you mixed signals, I don't have to take the accountability. I want the benefits of the relationship. But I don't want the accountability of I don't want the accountability of the relationship. That is the reason why I told a client of mine today. I said, you notice how everything in your relationship, everything that you told me, I said he did not have to invest anything. Now listen to me carefully, y'all. Let me slow down for a minute. A man understands this. A man understands that anything that I get, I have to invest. Anything of value, I have to invest to get it. Most men have been taught that. They know anything of value. If I want money, I got to go invest my time to get it. If I want something, I've got to invest my time to get it. And so what I'm saying is, if he's not investing in you or the relationship, he's not investing anything, and you're giving him the benefits of the relationship, the truth is, why buy the cow if the milk is free? Why would I go to a farm and buy the cow if every time I wanted milk, I just go out there and get me some, right? So what I'm telling y'all is this. He's sending you mixed signals. And when I get to the last two, these last two right here, it's going to make your head spin, because the last one is one of the reasons why many men send mixed signals. And you're going to be like, well, god damn. This is going to be like, shit, is this what? All this time? And look, and just because y'all, they're doing this doesn't mean they're narcissists. Listen, y'all, first off, let me dispel this. Because people are doing manipulative things, every single person listening to me has at least 2 or 3 traits of a narcissist. A narcissist has a true narcissist has 15 to 17 personality traits. All right? Because somebody is manipulative, because somebody uses somebody, doesn't mean they're a narcissist. They can say that about you. We use that term so loosely, and most of us heard it somewhere on the internet. Because somebody feels entitled and they seem like they're emotionless, we think they're narcissists. No, that's not true, okay? Because many people could think you're a narcissist, all right? I'm just saying. It's way overused. I just thought I'd tell y'all that. Number four is he doesn't want to be in a relationship with anyone. That's a real thing. A lot of times, and because he's still hurt, because he's still experienced. Because see, what do you think about men? Men hurt too, y'all. Men have issues, and everything. All of the reasons why a man doesn't want to be in a relationship with you has nothing. It doesn't always have to be he has a nefarious type of intention. All right. Some of it is he's got trauma, because y'all, it's some women out here doing some foul shit too. It's some women out here doing things that are not. You make no mistake about it. They out here cheating too, just as much as men. If you don't believe me, I am the relationship coach on a show called Unfaithful Caught in the Act. And believe me, a lot of the women out here cheating too. And so many men don't want to be in a relationship because they haven't healed. All right? Because they're afraid too. They've been hurt too. It's a lot of men out there. And then what a lot of women do is they call these men who are good to them simps. They call these men and they try to use them. You try to use the man, and he's a simp because he want to treat you good. He's a simp because he ain't trying to come over every night. He's a simp because he wants to help you take care of something. He's a simp because he want to cut your grass. And then you ain't into him. You're not into him. You into this other dude who got a nice ass ride. And this guy right here, he may not have all this money, but he want to treat you right. Okay, but he want to take you out to what he can afford. But yet he ain't flashing around, he ain't making it rain, or he ain't enough because your friends, because he ain't got a new car. Y'all, if we're gonna go there, let's keep it 100. And so he's been hurt. He's been hurt, right? And so because he's been hurt, he's very slow, taking his time because he's scared, just like you are. But you think he's not, and he might, and it might seem like he's sending mixed signals, but he's taking his time. And the signals may be mixed because he's unsure. He's just not sure. All right. But it ain't all because somebody want to do you wrong. And I need y'all to get that out of your heads. Okay. Number 5, the fifth reason why men send mixed signals. Ooh, this right here, it's called passive reciprocation. Write that down. Passive reciprocation. This is the 5th reason why he sends mixed signals. And let me show you what passive reciprocation is. You call him or you text him and he'll respond. And he's very nice. He's cordial. He might even say you ask him out to it. You ask him out, you want to be my guest, and he will go. But you notice that he doesn't call that much. But if you call him, he'll return the call. And if you call him, he'll talk to you very nice, and you're wondering what the deal is. It's called passive reciprocation. And what that is he doesn't want to be an asshole. He doesn't want to be looked at a mean guy. So what he does is he's very nice to you, but he's not really interested in you like that. So he'll return your calls, okay? And he might even go out with you. And then you're wondering why he'll return my calls or he'll text me back. He's nice. If I text him, he'll text me back. But he doesn't ask me out. And it's not like, and so what he's doing is that is called passive reciprocation, okay? So he's not that interested in you. He's not that interested in you, but he likes you enough where he doesn't want to be an asshole. He doesn't want to be that guy that you talk about, the guy who's not a friendly guy, the guy who is not, he's not that guy. So that's the reason why he's a nice guy, but he's not wanting or the same things you want. Okay. All right. Now, those are the 5 reasons, or 5 of the reasons. There may be others, but those are 5 reasons, 5 main reasons why a guy does not call you back. Now, so what do you do? Somebody just said, so what do we do? Well, Coach ain't gonna leave you hanging. Now, let me get to the second part of my message. Boom. All right. So what do? Here's what you do. All right. Number 1. First thing you do is, and this is where a lot of folk screw up. A lot of folks screw up. And I'm about to tell y'all something that's going to help y'all. All right. So a lot of people, I say the first thing you do is you communicate your intention early. You communicate your desire early. Let me explain. So if you want a relationship from somebody, doesn't mean that you're going to want it right away or they're going to give it to you right away. But you always make your intention known. A lot of us don't say what we want. You want a relationship, but what you're doing is just going with the flow, hoping he one day gets in a relationship with you and hoping he one day sees your value. So what I always tell my students is, I say, this is what we say. You say, hey, Coach or Ken, I ain't Coach when I go, hey, Ken, I said, truth is, I just want to tell you this. You know what? I love hanging out, but my truth is, my ultimate goal is I want to be in a committed relationship with one person. I want somebody to be into me just like I can be into them. And that's what everything I do is to that end. I love hanging out, collecting data, seeing if we are in alignment with each other, but that's my ultimate goal. Now notice what I just did, y'all. What I just did was I just told the person what my goal was. Why is that important? It is important because I just planted a seed. I just invoked a thought in that person's mind. Now, if that is not their goal, and maybe it's not their goal at the beginning, but I'm advocating for myself. 2 things that does for you. Number 1, it's your subconscious mind sees you standing up for yourself. That's number 1. The other thing is I just introduced a thought into his subconscious mind. that my ultimate goal, I'm not trying to play. I'm not trying to do all of these other things. It'd be cool. We can have fun. I'm collecting data to see if someone's in alignment with me. And if he says, you know what, I don't want that. I ain't trying to go down that route. Now you know early before you're emotionally involved. But I'm not saying this is what I'm definitely not saying. I'm definitely not saying every 3 minutes you asking, what are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? You've been out twice. What are we doing? No, I'm not doing that. And that's why you need my coaching, because I'm not doing that. I show people how to move into that realm, how to ask questions to see if the person's in alignment, how to create deeper conversations. Y'all, let me say this to you while I got this. All right, so last night I launched my new AI product. And some of you saw the video today. It's called the Pocket Communication Coach. We just launched it today. And what I did, it took me 7 months to create this product. What was the product? What is the product? Because I realized the most important thing in a relationship is communication, the most important thing. And so a lot of times, y'all, we're poor communicators. 98.3 of us are poor communicators, right? 98.3. So I started working on, when AI came out, I hired 2 developers to help me create a product and communicate the way a coach would communicate. What do I do? So all you have to do is, like, I teach my clients how to communicate. What I just said earlier about what I want. So I created this AI. So you type in, I programmed it with my mind of how I teach people to communicate. How would I do that? Number 1, it can't be offensive. Number 2, it can't be combative. Number 3, it can't be aggressive. But number 4, it has to get across the messaging that you want to get across. And so it took me 7 months to create it. We launched it last night with my academy. The people in there, we did the live demo. They were like, oh my God, this is amazing. And so if any of y'all are interested in it, you get a 14-day trial, try it out. If you want to know something, so one of the things we put in there, I want to talk to, there are 3 categories: 1 on dating, on relationships, and 1 on friends and family, right? And so when you type in there, I want to tell a man that I want a serious relationship, I want a committed relationship, and I don't want to play any games anymore. So under dating, you'll say, I want to express myself. You'll see the interface. You type in, just like you type talking to a friend. I want to tell him, I don't want to play no games. I want to play no games. I want to be serious. I want to get in a committed relationship. Blah, blah, blah. Type it in. And my AI going to spit out exactly how you should say it. It ain't going to be aggressive. It ain't going to be combative, but it's going to tell them exactly what you want. And it's not going to destroy the relationship. Y'all, it is amazing. If y'all are interested in that, I just got to say this right here. If y'all are interested in that, it's called the Pocket Communication Coach, PCC for short. Go up to my bio on LinkedIn, not LinkedIn, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. Go up to my bio and click on Pocket Communication Coach. And you'll see it in the bio. It's all you got to do is type in pocketcommunicationcoach.com. Pocketcommunicationcoach.com. That's all you got to type in, and go look at it. Check it out for yourself. Use it for 14 days for free. All right. It's $20 a month, but it's going to change relationships, y'all. It's going to change people's lives because we don't communicate. So the first thing you want to do is you want to communicate. You're right. It's all about tone, message, and delivery. And I created it to give you the right tone. You can say it in a funny way, casual way, however you want to say it, but it's going to get across your message. Number 2, what do you do when they send mixed messages? Is you mirror the behavior. You mirror the behavior. What do you mean? What do I mean, coach, when I say mirror the behavior? You mirror the behavior. If they pull back, you pull back. If they start texting less, you start texting less. Now, why does this work? Why does this work? Because if the man is really into you, He's going to be like, oh, he's going to notice that you're doing it. He's going to notice it. And so that's what you do. You mirror the behavior, right? And so number one is you communicate your desire because you plant the seed. Number two, you mirror his behavior. Number three, you interrupt the pattern. Number three, you interrupt the pattern. Now, what do you mean? All right, I'll explain it to you. Woo! Okay, every relationship has a pattern. On Fridays, we do this. Wednesdays, we watch the game. Saturdays, you call, and what you do is you have a pattern in the flow of the relationship. Okay? Now, what happens is you get used to the flow of the relationship, right? And so what you do is you have to interrupt that pattern, because what patterns are is it's called conditioning, psychological conditioning, right? And so when you interrupt the pattern, for instance, let me give you an example of it. You know how like you might go out of town with your girlfriends and you'll call him prior to going out of town. Say, yeah, me and my girlfriends, we out of town. I'll call you when I get to the Marriott, right? Well, this time to interrupt the pattern, he's used to that conditioning. Well, now you don't tell him you're going out of town. You tell him when you get there, or you tell him when you get back. He's calling you. And so he's sending you mixed signals. What you have to do is interrupt the pattern by creating and doing something different. And all of a sudden, if he does not care about the pattern interrupt, then that tells you he's just not into you. It's just, I'm just being honest. And last but not least, number four, the fourth thing you do is you must reduce or limit access to you. You must reduce or limit access to you. What I mean, because here's the thing. I just gave you an example of interrupt. No, somebody wanted another example of interrupting the pattern. For instance, another pattern might be you always call in the morning when you get out from work, when you get home, when you get in the office, you get settled in, you always text him. Well, that's a pattern that he's used to. And so you got to stop that, interrupt that pattern, and you got to do something different. Okay? That's what patterns are. And last but not least is you have to limit or reduce access to you. You see, the thing is, if I've got access to you, if I constantly have access to you, then what happens is nothing's going to change my conditioning, because I already have access to the thing that I want. You have to limit or reduce access. Hey, look, you can't go over there every time he wants you to go over there. You can't give him that thing every time. You can't let him bend you over and slap that ass every time he wants to. You don't answer the call. Hey, y'all, I'm not playing no games. This ain't about no games. This is about limiting access to me. I'm not going to get, if you're not ready to invest in me, you cannot have access to me. This ain't about no game. This is about, and you can make it clear, get my PCC, and you want to tell him what you want to tell him, type it in. I must reduce access because, honestly, you and I are not in alignment. We want very different things. I think you're a wonderful guy. I think everything about you is wonderful, but I also know that the truth is that my alignments, my core value system simply says that this is what I need to be doing right now, and this is what I want right now. That wasn't combative. That wasn't combative at all. I told you what I want. Y'all got to get this PC. Last night, we had 50 people to sign up, just last night. For those of you who want to change your communication, maybe you want to tell your mother. Maybe you want to tell your mother how you've been feeling, but you don't know how to say it. The PCC will help you. Maybe you want to tell a sibling that y'all fell out 10 years ago. 10 years ago, and you don't know how to say it. The PCC will help you. PocketCommunicationCoach.com. Y'all, this is going to change the world. I promise y'all. I've been working on this. I've been working on this because I realized as a coach that if I could help people change their communication, if I could help people change their communication, I could change the relationship. And W says, what if he says it's over and try to come back, coach? Should I make him take the class? If he says it's over and tries to come back, then again, he wants access to you. But if he's been able to come back all these other times, then what you're doing is enabling him. You're enabling him, and he's thinking, why would he not come back? Okay? Just being honest. Some people don't comprehend. It's like talking to a brick wall. Then you know what that means? That means that you are enabling them. Because Cree, if they're not listening to you, that means that your actions are not lining up with what you're saying. Period. That's just it. Because people don't hear what you say. They hear what you do. That's what it is. Then you must be Cree enabling him. And family too. And that's why Cree, go download the Pocket Communication Coach. Go get it. I'm trying to tell you, it's going to change your life. All right, y'all. Not me. Just make him take, make him take my class. Yeah, be a great thing. Be a great thing to make him take my class. All right. Anybody else? Yo, I appreciate y'all for tonight. If I don't talk to any of y'all have a Merry Christmas. I wish y'all the best. All right. I wish y'all the best. Sheila, let's talk tomorrow, please. Let me know your schedule. All right. All right, y'all. That's my time. I'm Coach Ken, a.k.a. the doctor, a.k.a. the professor. I'm out.